Hello, my lovely petunias. That was weird. This is Quinn, that snazzy iPhone guy, and I actually don't have a real video today because my computer is and was broken. Now, let me get into this story, and let me tell you a little bit about my kind of Apple culture. People ask me all the time, Quinn, why don't you just get a PC? It's a better value, yada yada, Mac sucks. And some of that is in fact true. The part that Mac sucks is false. Check it, Windows, you're terrible. But the actual hardware, you do pay a premium for it. I mean, you pay $21.99, $2,200. I paid just under $2,000 because I'm a student for a 2.2 gigahertz i7 processor quad core in a laptop. Granted, that's a crap load of power, but you can find stuff from other PC manufacturers for quite a bit less dough. About 600 bucks less, actually. So the question is, why do I, Quinn, that snazzy iPhone guy, buy Apple products? First of all, because I feel that the hardware is just better well built. It is more well built than a lot of PC manufacturers. Dell, HP, Lenovo, great. They're fine computers, but they're plasticky. I really love the aluminum of the MacBook. It's not because there's an Apple logo on it. I probably wouldn't buy an Apple computer if it was a plasticky kind of cheap deal. I'd probably buy a Windows PC and load OS 10 onto it. But that's aside the point. I had a hard drive issue on my 1 week old Core i7. It's the 15-inch 2.2 gigahertz quad core i7. It's the brand new MacBook Pro. I loved it. It's great, except for I had this hard drive issue. Now, it's not really an issue because I wasn't experiencing any real problems with it. I was getting a click, and it was pretty loud. I was pretty sure it was a hard drive failure. There's a thing inside the all MacBooks. It's essentially an accelerometer, and on OS 10, it's called sudden motion sensing, or SMS. And what SMS does on your Mac is it detects when there's a sudden G-force or a shock or a movement, and it actually stops the spinning of the hard drive. So if you were to drop your MacBook off your desk, that's a whole nother ball of suck. But the first issue is it goes away. It says, okay, shut the hard drive off so when we hit impact, it doesn't damage the head on the hard drive and you don't lose all your data. Now, that makes a click. When you adjust it, you can hear the hard drive stop. It's like a... So if you go ahead, if you have a MacBook, take it and kind of give it a little bit of a rough shake, and you'll notice it makes a sound. Now, that was not what I was experiencing. I was experiencing a loud, distinct click. I knew it was a hard drive failure. I knew it was a hard drive issue, and although it wasn't failing on me now, I knew it would one day. And I just decided, well, I'll get it resolved right now, so I'm not 11 months into my warranty, it expires, and then the day after, much like my iPhone incident, the hard drive stops. Obviously not a hard drive in the iPhone, but the day after my warranty expired on my iPhone 4, I had an issue with it. It was balls. But that's not the point. Let's go into the story. I walk into the Apple store. I sat around for probably 30 minutes. I was a little bit TO'd. I wanted him to work a little bit faster. My Apple genius said, what's the problem? What can I help you with? I said, well, it's a hard drive issue. I explained the problem, of which I just explained to you. And he said, yeah, I'll go into the back and run some diagnostics on it, see if I can hear it. After about 10-15 minutes, he comes back and goes, man, I tried to get it to do what you're telling me, but I can't. All the drive diagnostics say that the hard drive is okay. I can't get it to click. I don't know what you're experiencing, but it's not something I could replicate. He goes, that being said, I do want to help you out. I'm not going to shun you. I'm not going to push you out the door. There's a couple things I can do for you. He goes, the first thing is we can repair it. That's what I thought. I thought they'd just replace the hard drive and we'd be good and going on our way. He goes, well, we don't replace the hard drives during business hours. We do it during the night. Our Apple tech team comes in. It goes, it'll be ready tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning you can come pick it up. And I thought, well, shoot. Downtown is only 25 minutes away, but I still don't want to go drive to get my computer. And I was like, ugh. And he said, option 2 is we can ship it out to Apple headquarters. They repair it there and then ship it to your home address. But that's going to take 3 to 5 days. Again, don't want to go 5 days without a computer. And he said, the last part, I'm going to actually have to go get managerial approval. He says I'm going to have to get approval from the manager, but I'll be back in just a minute. About another 10 minutes comes by, and he comes out with this. And I was thinking to myself, what in the world is he doing with that computer? This is the exact same model I got. I got these stock options on my MacBook Pro. It's not like I did anything spectacular, but he comes out with this brand new computer and says, hey, here you go, this is your replacement. And I said, what are you talking about? And he goes, this is the exact same computer. It's the quad-core i7 2.2 gigahertz with 4 gigs of RAM, and you have the 500 or the 750 gigabyte 5400 RPM drive. He goes, you should be good to go. You're set and ready. And I said, well, it's new. And he goes, yeah, it's new in box. He goes, we didn't have any refurbs in stock, so we just gave you a new one. And I said, well, what about the cords and all that stuff? Because I just brought my computer. I didn't bring my MagSafe. And he goes, just keep those. It's on the house. So I got it's not a big deal. I mean, it's not like something that's magnificent. I didn't hit a pot of gold. But I got a $70 MagSafe charger for free. I got a brand new computer. They didn't replace it. None of the components were damaged during that. I got a 100% brand new out of the factory computer. And that, people, is why I love Apple. Their customer support is unparalleled. Dell, Lenovo, HP people, give me your best shot. Tell me that you can go into a store and walk out with a brand new one in 45 minutes. Because I sure as crap don't think you can, so suck that. Okay, so this is Quinn. That's Snazzy iPhone Guy. That's why you're not going to see a video today, and maybe even tomorrow. I do have to set this up. I have a hard drive archive, but it's going to take a while. That aside, enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend. Hopefully you can check out some of my older videos. We're coming on 500 videos very soon, very exciting. And, that's pretty much all there is to it. But go back, look at my old videos from the day I started. You'll see how much I evolved. I'm still a weird crackhead, but that's aside the point. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, rate, comment, and as always, stay snazzy. See you later, folks. Now, this is typically where I'd cut the video, and I would, you'd see a beautiful transition out. But again, I don't have my computer. I'm not going to spend the time editing it on iMovie for my iPhone. So I'm just going to awkwardly walk toward the camera and press the stop record button. All right, let's do it. Ah!